Okay. A lot better. That seems to be working a lot better now. All right, guys, let's go. All right, so now we're just going to get straight into it because we're going to just check. Right now, I'm just hoping it doesn't disconnect again. All right, the light goals are working. Yeah, that's working fine now. Okay, everything now is working fine and we're ready to go. So excuse the problems that we had and let's get right into it now. Let's see what the markets are doing. Let's have a look here. Okay, 1 second. So can you see what's happening on TikTok? Yeah, TikTok can see what's happening. YouTube's got the whole screen, so that's fine. Let's clear all the rubbish drawings that we've got at the moment. Move 9 drawings. Honestly, I don't know what's going on today. Everything just keeps messing up. All right. So this is fine. On the 30-minute time frame, we did have a massive dump to the downside yesterday, showing it had changed direction because we were at all-time highs. Right now, no, and then afterwards the price moved back up, Asian session, and then we had a massive dump again. Okay, sweeping liquidity. Now I'm just thinking, can you see my screen properly? OBS is pissing me off because today OBS keeps disconnecting and reconnecting. So I think we're still on at the moment. Yeah, you can see my screen on TikTok. Awful, awful, awful today. Okay. Also, we need to check what's happening on the news. My trade syncer is synced up, ready to go. Hopefully I take a trade and that works fine, and hopefully that don't mess anything up. Let's have a look. So news today, there's nothing. Well, there is something. There could be some tweets or something going on because the war's causing problems again with Iran and the US. Okay, so you got NBA mortgage applications. That's not going to do much, depending if there is any other news event or tweets around it. There's no red folder news until 6:30 p.m. So guys, if you're a prop firm trader, you're going to be good to trade all day until 6:30 p.m. because at 6:30 p.m. there's a red folder news event, but you're probably going to be in and out of your trades by that time. And like always, if you're on a personal account, if you're trading around news, just protect your capital. So what's happening? Okay, we've had a push down, and that's pushing down, and on the 30-minute it looks like a retracement. So let's have a look at the 4-hour time frame. It looks like we've just had rejection from this top area down here. Okay, so we can mark that out for a potential rejection, or we can break out of that area. I think if you break out of this area, we'll continue pushing. And if it rejects, we'll probably go down for a short while. So that's on the 4-hour time frame. I think we should put that red because that looks a bit like a danger zone at the moment. Okay. So if we go back to the 1 hour, let's have a look at what's happening. So we've had push up, rejection, push up, rejection, push up, rejection, a push up and rejection. So orders look like they have been filled perfectly fine in these areas. There's no imbalance. So if price is coming down, possibly price might be looking to break past these lows here. And if it does break past them lows, is not necessarily downtrend. There's the lows. Let's just check from here. Yeah, so it's not necessarily going to be a downtrend. So this is why I don't get married to my bias, because you don't actually know what's going on. We can have another reaction from Asian session lows and a push up, or we can retrace lower and then have another push up. Let's have a look what's happening on the half an hour, 30-minute time frame. Okay. Yeah, so there is a possible chance. There is a possible chance. Let's go from this one. There is a possible chance that price, no, it needs to go higher at least for it to go back into that area. But there's a possible chance price can reject from this area and continue pushing up. Let's have a look at the 15-minute time frame. So this is why you got to do top-down analysis, guys. Oh, we got 5 guys watching. Oh, someone's message. Sorry, I've had such a busy morning today. Like, my internet wasn't working and I finally just got things back online again now. I'm looking for longs at most recent low. Okay, sounds good because we have been pumping. Okay, so most recent lows, are you looking around this area? I'm not quite, it can pump from this area, that's what I'm trying to say, but what I'm saying is this ain't retraced below 50%. So it's not in a discounted area for me to take a buy. I possibly will start looking for a buy if the price comes into this area. Let's put this blue because this will look like a point of interest for me to buy. The top is a danger zone because we don't know if we're just going to push back down from it or if we break past it and then a retest and go. So there's different types of strategies and trades that can be taken today. I'll leave that there. So that's the 15-minute fair value gap. No, the one above that, the higher low. Yeah, so that's what I'm trying to say. So are you talking about this one here? Or are you talking about this one here? Second one. Okay. I see what you're trying to do. So you're doing it straight from the Asian session. So this is the Asian session. This has been a push up. There's a retracement, and if it touches this area again, you're looking to buy because it's a break of structure. Yeah, I get what you're trying to say. Okay, so with me, I don't calculate that as a break of structure because this price hasn't come below 50% into a discounted area, but this one you can count as a break of structure. You're right, because if you go from there to there, price has come in below 50%, is broke past it. So yeah, it is a break of structure, but I'm looking at it from the higher time frame, if you get what I'm saying. So I'd be looking at it from like the 30-minute, so like from here to here, but that didn't retrace past 50%, so we're not in a discounted area. But yeah, I do get where you're coming from. So you're looking to buy here. Okay, sounds good. Okay. So you're saying that's your break of structure, yeah? It's all about the 1 minute time frame to find an entry. What the smaller time frames to find an entry. Look, this is what's happening around this area. So there's your fair value gap. You can actually possibly take a trade from here. Yo, from New Zealand, Wellington, XDC all day. How you doing, mate? How's New Zealand? What's the time in New Zealand right now? H Marshy. Okay, so H Marshy, because you had your break of structure, you're saying in this area, and then this is your, that's your change of character, this is your break of structure. Price is coming into this fair value gap and respecting it around about this area here. So you can see there's been some sort of testing and rejections around this area, but if it breaks past it, it's not gonna probably hold. But price is chopping right now, so I'm not sure. I'm not looking to take a trade. I will only, oh, 8:17 in the evening. Wow, you're ahead of us then. So what session do you trade? XDC? Or are you trading? How long have you been trading for? Remember, guys, you only want to enter when you can see a clear entry. You don't want to enter where price is chopping around. And if you do enter where price is chopping around, just make sure your contract size is lower and you've got a bit of a bigger stop loss. And you're not risking too much. Because price is chopping around just how it was chopping around last week. I'm just a beginner. Nice one. Yeah, because it's 8:17 in New Zealand. You can just jump on around about this time. I'm always on 8:30 a.m. GMT is the normal time when I start trading. So that's London session opening. So you're at a good time. You're at a good time in New Zealand because you can probably stay up late and catch the New York session too. Florina, morning. I started last week, but I'm only losing. Florina, don't worry. This is what happens. Make sure you're trading from a demo account. Don't add your own personal funds in at the moment. You don't want to add your personal money in when you're a beginner because you will lose it. You don't want to buy prop firms when you're a beginner, and you don't want to add your own money into a personal broker when you're a beginner because you will lose money. What you need right now is some education. You need to learn how to read market structure. You need to learn technical analysis. You need to learn the fundamentals. What's happening with the news, how to read the news, when to trade around the news. You need to learn the technical analysis. Best place for you to probably start is just jump on YouTube. All the information you can get is on YouTube. You don't need to go around buying courses or anything at the moment. Good place to start is learn the basics. So you can learn ICT on YouTube, smart money concepts. Just learn what's happening around the markets. As soon as you get a bit familiar with it, then you guys can reach out to me for mentorship or anything like that. Or if you want, I've got a course as well, but I don't sell courses to anyone just like that. I tell them, go out, do your own research, study a little bit, learn the free basics. You can learn advanced on YouTube as well. So yeah, just probably check out ICT basics or ICT, learn market structure. That's the best thing you can do right now. I'm trading River at the moment. Follow me, G. Nice, brother. What are you trading? I'm trading Nasdaq. I'm on the London session at the moment. But I do look at gold, I do look at Forex and Forex pairs and stuff like that. But right now I'm trading futures and I'm trading Nasdaq. As you can see, price on the 1 minute has disrespected that fair value gap. And right now, Marshy, price is coming into your area at the moment. Price is pushing into your area at the moment where you're thinking, you was thinking around this area here, yeah? No problem, Florina. I'm just doing this. The only reason I come on live at 8:30 a.m. GMT time, London session, is I'm only just, if people catch me live and they see me trading, they can ask questions. It's all free. I'm just giving out some advice and I'm helping people save money and not lose money if they're beginners. If you're an experienced trader, trade along with me. But if you're a beginner, I do these lives because I just want to give you some guidance and point you in the right direction. I don't want you to go out there, lose money, start buying random courses, start putting money into prop firms and brokers when you're not educated. You don't know what you're doing on the charts. You don't know how to read the charts. You don't know how to read market structure. You don't know how to read fundamentals. You don't know how to trade around the news events. You don't know what news events are. So until you learn these things, do not buy courses because all the information is on YouTube for free. Okay, so price is dumping at the moment. XDC all day. Nvidia. Okay, so you're trading stocks. Is it just the one stock that you trade? Or do you trade like oils running up? Yeah? Is that because of what's been... Is that because they're shutting down the... 1 second. What's happened here? Oil's running up. Is that why Nasdaq's tanking? Marshy, this is your area of interest. So make sure you trade very carefully because price is dumping around this area at the moment. If you start getting some rejection, you get a market structure shift, possibly some more tensions. Yes, yeah, I was thinking that as well. What are you doing? Are you putting buys on oil, or is oil dumping? Because you said it's running up. 1 second. Yeah, you're right. God damn, it's flying. Here it is. Yeah, man. Okay. But I'm just trading Nasdaq. I'm just trading one pair at the moment. I don't confuse things on my live. Short on Nasdaq from 96850. I'm at 26850. Where did I get the 9 from? Short on Nasdaq from 26850. Okay, this is coming to your area of interest, Marshy. So make sure you got your stop loss ready just in case price goes against you. I'm waiting more of a discounted price. If I'm pushing, I want to look for a further discounted price. If you're going up from here, then you're going to catch a good trade. But yeah, market's moving too choppy for me to even enter into any type of trade at the moment. I may take a trade at New York session. Okay. Got to make sure my trade sinker's working okay. So anyone else here trading? Anyone else trading at the moment? And if so, what pairs are you guys trading, or what instrument are you trading? XDC all day. I'm trading futures on BTCC. I'm in a long position on River USDT. Let's have a look at your one. River USDT. Okay. Wow. So you're on a long position. Where have you entered your long? Because this has been pumping since Asian session. I'm a swing trader. I'm still waiting for an entry. FX Congo. What are you what pair are you trading? Where are you looking for an entry, and what pair are you trading? H, MNQ and MGC. Yeah, they're the two I look at. Nasdaq and gold. I like that. Are you currently trading, or are you in a trade at the moment, or are you waiting for an entry, H? Okay. Hey, this is Marsh. This is where you got to be very careful. If price goes against you, you need to have your stop loss ready if you are trading from this area, like you said. Okay, so you're a forex trader, Euro, New Zealand dollar, for our bearish order block. Okay, okay. Let's have a look if you can. Euro. Euro New Zealand dollar. What the flip? Why is it so hard for me to say this? XDC all day. 5984. Okay. Seeing how the 15-minute candle closes. Yeah, a lot of people are seeing how the 15-minute candle closes as well. So which 4-hour order block are you looking at? Euro New Zealand dollar. Okay, sorry, that's the... Okay, let's have a look. FX Congo. Okay, so which bearish order block are you looking at on the 4-hour chart? What's that indicator? XDC all day. Which indicator are you talking about? Okay, so that's your 15-minute candle closed. H. And it's closed bearish. Are you looking for a reaction from this area as well? The one you're looking at now. Okay, 1 second. So what? This indicator, you mean the one with the blue background, green and yellow? There's a bearish order block between 20025 to 200,550. Okay, I get you. I'm trading futures Nasdaq at the moment, so I'm not looking at that pair. Okay, that's just the trading session. XDC all day. That just tells you, okay, this is it works on every single time frame. So like this is the 15-minute time frame. This blue block here shows me that this is the Asian session opening and the Asian session close. So this is the lowest point Asian session was, and that's the highest point the Asian session was. And then if you double click on that, you can just change the colors, and not the colors, yeah, but the colors, and you can just like make the opacity higher and lower. And it's just, the indicator is just called trading sessions. That's all it's called. So if I open it up, you can see that on TikTok. You can't see that on TikTok. Can you see that? Let's have a look. Yeah, that's what the indicator is called, trading sessions. Just gives you your opening and closing times. I just like it because it automatically does it for you and colors it in for you, and then you're not confused looking at the charts because you know what session was where. Okay, so guys, yeah, normally I'd log off by now, but I'm gonna stay on for a little bit longer because my internet wasn't working this morning for some strange reason. So it's connected back up and I logged in a bit later, so yeah. All right, Marsh, are you still in your trade, or have you entered into the trade, or were you just looking in that area? So yeah, I'm waiting for a discounted price before I start looking for an entry. So if I look over at the 15-minute right now, so you would have thought that was the change of character, and now we're going to just start dumping. We possibly can go lower, but only looking to go lower to get a discounted price, and then I'll be looking for buys. But until then, I'm not entering into a trade until I see a clear entry and not a choppy market. I can tell you actually are a really good person. Thank you, XDC. What makes you think I'm a really good person? Is it because I'm giving advice and I'm saying just everyone should take free advice before wasting all their money? Is that the reason? Or actually, can you just tell by looking at me that I'm a good person? Yes. Yeah, that's right. Because do you know what it is? When I first started trading, I lost a lot of money. I lost personal money because I kept adding it into the brokers and I kept trading, but I wasn't trading because I didn't know what to do. I was gambling and I kept losing all my money. I thought I was trading, but I wasn't because I never had no education. I was just gambling. And then I started looking at people online on YouTube and all these people that are selling the dream, driving the Lamborghinis and whatnot. I started looking at their courses and programs. And even though I learned little bits here and there from their courses, I was paying for courses and then I lost a lot of money on courses. And when I did start learning a little bit here and there from their courses, I was going online on YouTube and I was finding the information there all for free. And then when I was paying for mentorship programs, they would take you on the mentorship, but then you'd have so many people on the mentorship and they wouldn't focus on you one-to-one or even focus on you in the group. They just upload screenshots of their trades and their winning trades and they'd never show anything what they're losing. So I kind of lost trust and then I lost a lot of money. And then I started picking things up. And now I've been doing this for a good few years now. I started picking things up. And then I went all over YouTube. I put like bits together here and there from the courses that I had bought or from YouTube. Then I started trading online. Then I started trading prop firms. And then I started making mistakes. And then I started journaling. And then, yeah, before I knew it, I started becoming profitable. But there are a lot of scammers online and you have to be very careful, very careful. So that's the reason I say, guys, go out there, learn, get the free information and absorb as much of the free information as you can and demo trade, practice. But don't practice on a demo account that has funds of 2 million. You have to make it realistic, because if you've got a demo account of $2 million or $1 million, you'll be making money like 150, 200, 300, 400, 500,000 a day. And that's not realistic. For guys like us, what you have to do, you have to put on an account like $1,000, $2,000 probably, and trade demo on them accounts. And then you'll start learning what it's like on the prop firms. Because on prop firms, they give you a $50,000 account. For example, I'll say $50,000. But your drawdown before you blow that account will only be $2,000. So is that account really a $50,000 account, or is it just a $2,000 account? Because if your drawdown is $2,000 before you blow your account, the account is only $2,000. So you have to think of it like that. It's just psychologically, the number, when you see $50,000, you think, oh wow, I'm doing a $50,000 challenge and I'm going to be funded on a $50,000 account. No, it's not. The only good thing about it is once you've done the challenge and you've passed the challenge, and then you're trading with the $50,000 account, you just get a bit more leverage, more than if you were using just $1,000 or $2,000 on your personal account. And you can make more money. So what you need to do, use prop firms to build personal capital, put the personal capital into your own personal broker account, and then trade your personal broker account once you have a lot of money in it. So all you have to do is just keep building capital. So not like take payouts and just keep blowing it. What you need to do, you need to take payouts, get more prop firm challenges, keep passing prop firm challenges only when you know how to do it. Don't just keep buying prop firms and just blowing the accounts. It won't work like that. You get payouts, you scale up. You get payouts, you scale up. Do you follow Bitcoin? I don't. When I first started trading, I was looking at Bitcoin, but then I stopped because it was too volatile and it just wasn't making sense for the way I trade. See, the market was pushing down and now it's stuck in this little area down here. Not quite sure what's going on. We are very close to Asian session lows, so let's see if liquidity is swept and then we get some sort of reversal. So then we will be looking for a market structure shift. They call it a market structure shift, they call it a change of character, they call it a break of structure, they call it a CISD, change in structural direction or something like that. Yeah, so all these different names, but really it's just a market structure shift. It's just change character back to the upside. So you got to know when to identify. You got to train your eye on how to spot the reversals and trend reversals and follow the trend. The trend is your friend. The trend is king, guys. Never trade against the trend because it will always just come back and stop you out. So that's why you have to learn market structure, and that's why you have to learn how to read the market and follow the trend. And you got to learn how to read the market in different time frames, because the 5 minute can be saying something else, the 1 minute can be saying something else, and then the 15 minute will be doing something totally different, and the 4 hour then is probably doing something even more different. So yeah, you got to do top down analysis, and you got to make sure everything's aligned, and then you drop down to the lower time frames, and then you take your sniper entries, guys. Yeah, so I'm always giving out loads of good advice. So I started out another take profit trader challenge day before yesterday. Let's just have a quick look at how it's going. I'm using TradeZeller to track my trades. So we are up $1,503. Let's see. So I've not taken any trades. So these trades these days are past other challenges. If you've been following the journey and you've been coming online with me, you'll know that all these days have been mainly green. We've had some red days, but mainly green. But as you can see, Monday just made $22 because I was trying to figure out my trade sinker wasn't working. Yesterday, I'm copy trading across 2 accounts, so I made $740 roughly on one account, and then it's copy traded it onto 2 accounts, so that yesterday I've made $1,480 or something around that area. I use TradeSyncer to copy my trades, but I will go through everything as we go along in this journey. Okay, so we got 4 guys watching and 4 guys catching a lot of knowledge. Okay, so you got right now, if you're taking a sell, make sure you got your stop losses ready. If you're taking a sell in this area, be very careful, because there's a small fair value gap being left here on the 1 minute time frame, and the candle on the 2 minutes looking fairly strong, and on the 5 minute it's looking fairly strong. So be careful of this fair value gap here, because you don't know if this fair value gap now is going to get inversed or if it's going to get respected and price keeps pushing to the downside. On the 15 minute, this candle here is showing a rejection and a push up. Yeah, so you just need to be careful at the moment if you're shorting here. because you don't want it to be this whole candle gets inversed, price keeps pushing up and you get stopped out. So make sure you're using a decent stop loss. And if you do catch this trade and this trade now works out, yeah, you guys will have done well with a nice 1 to 2 trade, or 1 to 3. I like to go for a 1 to 3 or 1 to 2 depending on how the market's moving. But then if the trade is continuing in my direction, I will just trail the stop loss and just follow the candles and keep trailing until I can hit maximum profit as I can. Wow, I talk too much. Yeah. I've not found an entry today, guys. I've just not found an entry. Price is just chopping around like crazy. I would have this morning possibly taken this. I was looking at it this morning as well, but I didn't take the trade. Let me just have a quick, let me just show you quickly, guys. Just so you got a long position there, so below the fair value gap, probably below that candle there. So I would have risked $300 and then just followed my stop loss, trailed it, and that would have been a 1 to 3. That would have been $900 right there, because I would have risked about 300 to make just over 900. But then it was risky because we came into this area here, what I've marked out red, because price has come into this area many times and rejected. So I wouldn't continue pushing up, and it'd be good to just trail the stop loss. Alright guys, we can't see what's going on here at the moment. Price is choppy. Until you never see an A+ setup, just sit on your hands and don't take the trade. Price may be like this all day. I think if price breaks past this area here, so I'd say if it broke past, I think it'd have to break past this whole high. Let's have a look what price has done on the 4 hour. You look on the 4 hour, we've had just rejection from that one area here. So if price just completely broke past this area with strong bullish candles, then you can look for some more new highs, because even yesterday was like all-time highs. So if it breaks past that area today with strong bullish candles, then you're looking at all-time highs again. But I don't know if that'll happen anytime soon, or will it happen around New York session. It's still early, it's only 10 or 9:47 a.m. GMT London session right now. But because I still can't see an entry, I'm not looking to trade. So there's a lot of people that have now entered here of this fair value gap. So they want the price to keep dumping, but I'm not quite sure what's going on. Just simple fact, because this candle had closed like this, so price may continue pushing up. I don't know. That's why I'm not taking a trade, because I can't actually see with my own eyes what if there's a perfect setup or not, and there's definitely not a perfect setup, right? So in times like this, I just sit out. And this is what all you guys have got to learn to do. You got to learn to sit out of a trade if you can't see what's going on. If that's part of your game plan and that's your setup, go for it. But if it's not, remember, you always got to protect your capital. Save your capital for another trade or another day. We had a fair few comments coming. Oh, we still got 5 guys watching. Hey guys, are any of you guys trading right now? Who we got on right now? Yeah, we got 5 people watching right now. Hope you guys are getting some source from this. I hope you guys are getting some real good free knowledge, some proper knowledge, not someone who's going to give you this same knowledge and then charge you for it. I'm going to stay on another 10 minutes because I joined the live late today because my internet was down, but the internet came back up and I finally managed to get back on again. So yeah, but as soon as I came on and I looked at the charts this morning, I was like, nah, they don't look so great. Bit too choppy for my liking. Guys, look, it's not about trading every single day. You come on the charts every single day, no doubt about that. You try to find a setup every single day, but if your setup does not come, you do not trade every single day. Because out of 20 days, even if you traded 15 of those days, you missed out 5 days and you lost, say, 5 days, and you won 10 days, you'd still be profitable. And then if you look price, you might invest that fair value gap. So even if you lost 40% of the time and 160, obviously you're profitable. Why is it obvious? Because you won 60% of the time more than your losses. But even if you got a 40% win rate and you lost 60% of the time, you could still be profitable. Why? Because on your losers, you cut your losers. Where you stop loss, you respect your stop loss. You just cut the loser. But when you get a winner, you let the winners run. So losers, you're just risking 1, but the winners, you're taking a risk to reward ratio of 2, 3, 4, 5, sometimes 8, 9, 10. You let the winners run. So, but I aim for a win ratio of like about, has to be above 40%. I always like more than 40%, but I like to be around, I like to be losing 40% of the time and winning 60% of the time. But if yours is the other way round, you can still be profitable if you cut your losers and let the winners run. Always let the winners run. But always respect your stop loss, because what happens is us humans, we see danger and we start increasing our stop loss. So just say we had our stop loss at $200 and price is going against us. What we'll do, we'll extend it to another $200, so that's 400. Then we'll do a little bit more, then we do a little bit more, and then we'll do it massively, and price is already reversed and it's going against, it's going towards our stop loss. Gee, I'm in a sell trade. Should I exit? It depends on the higher time frame. What are you on the sell trade on? Samuels. Is it Nasdaq? And if you're selling, are you selling because of support and resistance? Because there's been a wall here that can't be broken past at the moment. Yep, Samuels. You said you're in a sell trade. Should you exit? Are you selling on Nasdaq? Yeah. Are you in profit at the moment? Where did you take your sell? Have you took your sell at these highs? Okay. So what I'm looking for price. Now let me show you. If I go to let me go to the 15-minute time frame, if I make more sense. So my price has not come into my premium area down here. Premium area, sorry. Price hasn't come into my discounted area down here. So when price comes in, I want to see what price does, and then hopefully I can take a buy. But if price doesn't retrace down here and it starts pushing up from here, it possibly can break above here. And there doesn't look like there's much imbalance in these candles. So yeah, price possibly can start pushing up. Marshy's in a trade. If Marshy's still with us, Marshy, you were looking to enter your trade here. So this looks like it's going into your favor. Oh, we still got Marshy's. Marshy's still with us, or Marshy's probably excited about his trade that's winning at the moment. Bring your stop loss into break even, Marshy, if you have. So Samuel, look, price has pushed up, had some consolidation, pushed up, had some consolidation, slight retracement, not into a discounted area, but then pushed up, broke structure, pushed up, broke structure. Price has closed here, but we've had a massive push back up, so possibly price can continue into going up. So yeah, if you want to exit, that's totally up to you, but then if price keeps dumping, then you're going to kick yourself. So bring your stop loss into break even or with some profits. Keep your stop loss in some profits, so that if price does go against you, it'll stop you out in profit. But then if price keeps dumping, that's going to go into your favor. So it's all about risk management, managing your trade. I've not seen an entry for myself at the moment, so I'm not entering a trade because price is very choppy. Maybe I should have just taken the trade in the morning and just, it would have been, no, it wouldn't have even been a scalp. That would still be counted as day trading because it lasted over 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13 14 15 17 18 19 20 21 22, around 22 minutes. Would have had to hold that trade. That would have made me a risk to reward ratio of 300 loss and 900 win. So that would have been a 1 to 3 trade. All right, guys, I'm going to stay on for another 2 minutes. If anyone's got any questions, ask as many questions as you like. This hour or hour and a half or hour or two is always free. So it's always just to get some knowledge. If you're a beginner, squeeze as much knowledge out of me as you can, because a lot of the guys online don't give this information out for free. This ended up being a good live because we had quite a lot of questions. Samuels, what have you done? Have you bought your stop loss into break even or put it into profit? Do you trade oil? No, I don't trade oil, but oil is pumping at the moment. Let's have a look. Let's have a look at some crude oil. Have a look at oil. Let's just do oil USD. Look at that. Look at that massive push up we've had on oil this morning. It's just been a massive push up with choppy price action. It's not had any type of retracement for me to look for a trade, but the way price is going, it looks like flipping you could have traded from anywhere. got a buy and price wouldn't have went against you and it would have kept pumping up. So yeah, oil's been good, but I'm not trading oil, no. I'm just sticking to my one pair. I'm just mastering this. Is trading the full-time job? No. Yeah, for me trading is full-time now. This is all I'm doing, because I don't sit on the charts 24/7 all day. I've gained knowledge. I've taught myself a lot. I've studied a lot. I've read a lot of books now. I've had a lot of experience and time on the charts. I've been on the charts for about 2 years, three years now. Long-term experience. Look at that price flying on Nasdaq, and now it's crushing back down. So yeah, gotta be very careful. Samuel's here. Yes, I've got a lot of time on the charts. At first, you need to put that time in. You need to study the charts. You need to see what the charts are doing every single day. But I'm at a point now where I'm just coming on at London session, sit here for an hour or two. If I see my trade, I take my trade, and then if I don't see my trade, I skip it. Like this just now, I didn't see a trade. I could have entered here because I did look like that was going to start to reverse, but I didn't, because this candle had not been inversed, this fair value gap. But well, what was I saying? I was saying about time on the charts. Yeah, I've got enough experience where I just need to come on daily now for 1 or 2 hours a day. If I see something in the morning, great, London session, so 8:30 to about 10:30. If I see something, if not, I leave the charts. If I don't get a trade, then I come back at New York session, and then I see if I can catch a trade New York session, 1 or 2 hours, and that's it. I don't really spend a lot of time on the charts no more, and that goes with every experienced trader. Once they catch their trade for the day, they're out. You can enter a trade, and sometimes that trade keeps on going for hours and hours and hours, but you just manage it. Then you just get your trading stop loss and you just follow the. So Samuel, this is where you could have, where price would have started to go against you, you would have got scared. So if you exited the trade early, you would have been okay in profits. But if you brought your stop loss into break even, you're probably very close to getting stopped out. But if you brought your stop loss into profit, that would have just tapped you into profits now. So it's all about managing your trade. Can you explain a fair value gap? Of course I can explain a fair value gap. A fair value gap is where you've had a push up in price or down in price, leaving the previous candle. Let me show you on the charts actually. So let me show you here quickly. So this here, yep, on TikTok, yep, you can see that. So the previous candle, this one, so that's the first candle, and the third candle, their wicks are not closing, their wicks are not touching. So that's what leaves this gap in the middle. This is what's called a fair value gap, and that's an imbalance. You got another one here. So the first candle before the big push up and the third candle, their wicks are not touching. Let me just show you 1 second. So if this candle's wick came to here like that, and this candle's wick came low like that, there would be no gap in this middle candle, in the second candle. But because this candle closed here and this candle closed here, so this opened, pushed price down and closed here, and this first candle, they've not wicked on either side, leaving this big gap in the middle. That's caused a fair value gap, and that's left imbalance in the market. That means price has pushed too fast and left an imbalance in the orders, and that's what's a fair value gap. So price often comes back into the gap, fills the orders incorrectly, and then continues to the opposite side, or continues to the side it's going to. So like here it's bullish, you've had a push up leaving this fair value gap, price came into the fair value gap as you can see, and then pushed up. But not all fair value gaps work. Sometimes it's just market makers and the smart money and the hedge funds and the banks, they're just pushing price. So sometimes fair value gaps don't even get respected, or they don't come, price don't come back and fill all the orders because that price has been pushed by smart money. So not all fair value gaps work. You got to learn to spot the fair value gaps that do work. Okay, Marshy, if you're still around, I'm not sure if you took your entry here or where you took your entry. If you did take your entry here, wait for this retracement and entered off this candle here, you would have made some profit right now. And Samuel's price has come back into your area to break you even. So did you exit the trade or did you continue to just trail your stop loss, or is your stop loss still on because price looks like it's going to stop you out? Right guys, I've gone way over my time today, so I hope that was good value for you. I've not actually found a trade, so I'm not going to be entering in a trade anytime soon, and I'm not going to force an entry, so I ain't found a trade. I might come on later on or just keep an eye on the markets to see if I can get an entry. But yeah, XDC, see you later, see you tomorrow. I'm gonna be on the I come on at 8:30 a.m. GMT every day guys, Monday to Friday, and then sometimes I'll come on at New York session, but that's very rarely. But I always come on London session. Peace out.